Why did I legally change my name the day I turned 18? Because I was tired of being a ghost. My birth certificate read Jessica Marie Blackwood. Jessica was my twin sister who died 7 minutes after we were born. For 18 years, my parents forced me to carry her name and live as a constant reminder of the daughter they actually wanted. My nursery had 2 cribs until I was 5. Mom would sit in the empty one crying Jessica like a broken prayer. Every birthday wasn't a celebration. It was a funeral anniversary. Jessica would have been 18 today too, she'd whisper, lighting pink candles for a ghost who never got to blow them out. They dressed me in pink because Jessica would have loved pink, forced me into ballet because Jessica kicked more during ultrasounds, piano lessons because Jessica's heartbeat synced with music. I was living someone else's unlived life, suffocating under their fantasy daughter. When relatives visited, they'd whisper, she looks just like Jessica would have. At school events, teachers would ask, are you Jessica's sister? No, I am Jessica. But somehow I was never enough. My bedroom walls were covered with ultrasound photos of both of us, but only Jessica's were in frames. They set an empty chair at dinner every night, Jessica's chair. Birthday parties were Jessica themed with pink everything. At 15, I found their therapy notes hidden in the attic. The therapist had written, parents show clear preference for deceased twin. Survivor guilt projected onto living child. Recommend immediate individual counseling. They never went back. That day, I discovered ravens, birds that symbolize rebirth and transformation. Everything Jessica's ghost wasn't allowed to be. I researched name changes for months, saved money from my part-time job. Raven Blackwood felt like freedom. When I told them at dinner, Mom's fork clattered to her plate. She stared for 10 seconds, then literally fainted, hitting the kitchen floor. You can't erase Jessica, she screamed when she came to. She's part of you. She's dead, Mom. I'm not. Dad stared with hollow eyes. We named you Jessica Marie so she'd never be forgotten. What about me? When do I get to exist? They begged, threatened, cried. Mom had the pastor call me. Dad hid my car keys. They tried bribing me with a laptop. I filed the paperwork anyway. The day my name change was approved, I came home to find Mom burning my baby photos in the backyard. Dad stood behind her, holding more albums. If Jessica doesn't matter to you, Mom said, then neither do these memories. I watched 18 years of my life turn to ash. Birthday parties, school photos, Christmas mornings, all burning because I wanted my own name. Those are my memories too, I whispered. Not anymore, Dad said coldly. Last week, I got accepted to Stanford with a full scholarship. When I called with the news, Mom hung up. An hour later, Dad arrived with my grandparents, aunt, and a family lawyer. We're contesting your name change, the lawyer announced. We can argue emotional distress and family heritage violation. Grandma sobbed. You're killing Jessica all over again. Jessica died 18 years ago. I'm tired of being her understudy. Mom stood up shaking. We lost our real daughter. You were supposed to honor her memory. The words hit like a slap. Your real daughter? Jessica was perfect, Mom whispered. She never would have hurt us like this. I grabbed my Stanford acceptance letter addressed to Raven Blackwood. Jessica never got to go to college. She never got to fall in love or make mistakes or live. But I did. I survived. I fought. I became something despite you trying to bury me alive with her ghost. How dare you? My aunt gasped. Because I'm done being a ghost. I'm Raven now. I flew out of the shadow of death you kept me in. The lawyer cleared her throat. The legal challenge stands. Challenge it. But Jessica Marie Blackwood died the day she was born. I'm Raven, and I'm finally alive. As they left, Mom turned back. You'll regret this. Then why have you spent 18 years wishing I was someone else? That night, Dad texted, your mother found Jessica's ultrasound photos. There were 3 heartbeats at 12 weeks. We lost a triplet at 20 weeks. Then Jessica at birth. We never told you because we didn't want more survivor's guilt. I stared at the message. 2 siblings died. 2 ghosts I'd been carrying. I typed back, I'm still Raven, and I'm done carrying ghosts.